Up to 35% of students in general education classrooms struggle with math knowledge and application. And the reasons are pretty clear. Student work is often disorganized. Students and teachers have difficulty reading their handwriting, and erasing just simply makes the problem worse. And at the end of all of it, teachers are constantly struggling with the students to get them to show more of their work. The solution is a free tool called MathShare that lets students not only show their work, but also explain their thinking for it. All right, I'm going to go through, I'm just going to solve this one real quickly for x. So we're going to move 7 to both sides. So right here, I'm going to divide this by 7. And of course, then what we're going to have left over is x. And over here, we're going to divide 14 then by 7 as well. And what we're going to have left over after that is 2. Now over here, I'm going to go ahead and explain my steps. But if students don't forget to do that, we give them a nice gentle little warning to prompt to go ahead and explain their work. Now students can type it out here, or they can even use the speech-to-text tool that we have built into MathShare, because accessibility is #1 here. I'm going to divide both sides by 7 so I can solve for x. And then they add the step. And you can see here, MathShare then crosses out the work just like the students did there, and then it also cleans up their work, so now we have a very clear x equals 2. What's great is that now when students save their work, they'll get a unique URL that they can always come back and then be able to see the work and how they solved this problem. All right, I'm going to go ahead and create a new problem set as a teacher. And click on new problem set. Here what we can do is we can choose which tools we want to have available for our students so we can clean it up and make it simpler for them. We won't need geometry for this one. And we're just going to do a simple one like we did in the last one. So I'm going to have 7x is equal to 14. And the title for this one is just going to be solve for x. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a problem. Now with any of these problems, as a teacher, you can always go into the sketch one and start drawing things out, as well as bring in your own images, and students can do the same thing. All right, well, I think we're good for this one. Now, for all of our problem sets, you end up getting a unique URL. And this is what we can then bring over into Google Classroom or any other LMS, create a new assignment. I'm going to go ahead and paste a link to our MathShare problem set. And I'm just going to say this is Thursday's homework. And we'll assign it. For the students, what they'll then see is just simply a link going out to MathShare. And when they open it up, now they can start solving for things. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to do that. And now I'm going to save my work as a student. And then students will just simply copy that URL and turn that in. Because what happens now is that every single time a student starts solving problems in your problem set, it's going to create a unique URL. So every student, when they click on that link, will end up getting their own URL when they save their work. So when they turn that back into your assignment in Google Classroom or whatever LMS, you will then be able to see each step that students went through to solve that problem, and most importantly, their reasoning as to why they went through each of these steps.
MathShare is a Benetech initiative and free for teachers. Go to mathshare-staging.diagramcenter.org to help us test the beta.